Strategic Planning, Take 4. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria L., and I am your Chicago Online Principal. Today, I just wanted to stop by and talk about 3 mandatory moves that I feel every school leader should know around their strategic planning. All right. So let's talk about it. What is a strategic plan, you ask? Basically, a strategic plan is a vision that the school leader and stakeholders get together and plan that outlines a future vision for the school year. Basically, some people will call this their North Star or their school Bible. It is basically the document that you use to break out everything that you want to accomplish for that year. And it's really exciting to have that because most definitely everyone would want to know, what is this new school year going to look like? All right. So what are those 3 moves, right, that I discussed or that I want to share with you? The first one is basically the key to creating a strategic plan is communicating the plan, right? You have to communicate the plan. You take the time out to with teachers and staff members to create a strategic plan. You need to make sure that you communicate it. And a lot of us do a really good job of doing that. Beginning of the school year, we host professional development and we lay out what the vision is for the school year. And sometimes after that, the staff doesn't hear it at all. So in order to ensure that you communicate the plan, not only communicate it, you want to over communicate it, it's kind of great to use a few markers in order to do so. One could be posting the strategic goals in the staff lounge. So every time a staff member come into the lounge, it's there, they'll be familiar with it. Another one would be to, at every staff meeting, recap what the strategic goals are and let them know when they'll get an update for progress monitoring, right? Another idea could be any document or newsletters that you send out could also have the goals from the strategic plan right at the top of them. So there's a few things that you want to do to make sure that you really over communicate the plan, but not only just communicate, but the key word is to over communicate. All right, number 2, what is the next step to ensuring that your strategic plan, or what is another one of the mandatory moves around strategic planning? Number 2, progress monitoring. Yes, progress monitoring. Basically, you need to check in on the progress of the strategic plan monthly, and sometimes even more than that, to ensure that you're actually winning. The worst thing to do is to wait to the mid-year or even wait till to get to the end of the school year to find out that you are not on track to accomplishing your goals. So it's really important to make sure that you monitor your progress, look at your data, go back and look at the strategic plan and look at the data to see, are you actually on track to winning that month or that, school year? So there you have it. Progress monitoring is step number 2. Step number 3 is one that can be a little tricky at times, but it's one that has to happen. Accountability. All right. So a lot of people think that when you create a strategic plan, that the principal needs to make sure that everything from that point rolls out. That's not how it works. Basically, it is very important that when you're in that meeting to create that plan, that everyone pitches in to identify what part of the strategic plan that they're owning. In order to make sure that that is actually happening, the school leader needs to make sure that they host meetings to hold each stakeholder or each individual who's vested in the strategic plan accountable to their part. With that being said, in order to have a successful school year, you have to hold individuals accountable and have a keen eye on what's happening. Let me give a quick example of that. Let's say one of your strategic goals is to ensure that you decrease student send-outs by 10% of whatever it was last year, right? Most of the time, you may have a behavior specialist or a dean or someone that's actually owning behavior in your school. In order to ensure that those things in the strategic planning is actually happening, it is imperative to host maybe weekly meetings with that individual where you guys will have a chance to look at the data of student send outs, look and see how often parents are being called, and any other data that you may have around behavior. In order to know that is actually happening, you have to host a meeting and hold that individual accountable to bringing that data to that meeting. All right, so that's just a quick example. Accountability of all parties is the way the school leader can not only ensure that we're on track to winning the year, but also ensuring that they know actually what's happening in the building, and troubleshoot and use the data to troubleshoot as you go on. With that being said, I just wanted to stop by and share the 3 mandatory moves that every school leader should have around their strategic plan. I hope you check me out in my next couple of videos that I'll post. And then I'll be dropping a podcast real soon called Education Unplugged. Stay tuned. Take care.